I have seen him play it, but it wasn't that good. And maybe
I mean, Brute is always a concern. So I'm not entirely sure how good they are with it.
They ban out Invoker.
They ban the Invoker.
So Ember Spirit could be quite good as well. Maybe Ember.
He gets his Mirana. They've got the Bane. They've got the Clockwork for setup as well.
But now it's like all on split push. They're not looking to teamfight at all until they get 2 BKBs up.
Mirana is one of the good heroes against Spectre too, where like if you just Moonlight when Spectre uses ult, like it's good.
Yeah, there's the instant Arc Warden. So it is going to be that offlane Pugna like you had mentioned.
And isn't Arc Warden really good against Terrorblade and both the Mirana? Like we have seen VGG when VG plays against VGJ, it was really good, right?
It's good versus Clockwork too, right? It's a lot harder for the Clock to actually find.
Game 3, ready to go. Here to lead you in, it is Professor Nahaz.
Well, I thank you, Shiver. I think I'm ready for a Game 3. How about you guys? All right. With the first picks in this draft, these teams have put themselves on a little bit of a timer. Enchantress is 10-4 in this tournament in games that end before the 40-minute mark. She has a losing record at 5-7 in over 40-minute games. Spectra, as you would expect, is completely the opposite. She's 8-3 in games that go beyond 40 minutes, only 7-12 in games that end before that mark. We are going to get to see the Ame Terrorblade in this game. 31-8 since TI7. That is the 6th most wins of any player-hero combination in professional Dota. Watch for that early tower pressure from Thompson. He has 14 tower kills before the 13-minute mark in this event. That is more than all but 5 teams have in this tournament. Game 3 between the Chinese superpower and the upstart European champions OG. Delivering you all the action, we've got 2 of the most iconic voices in Pro Dota 2. Here are Toby1 and Cinderin.
Thank you very much. I have to correct Shiva. It's Professor Oak that sends us over. Hello, everyone. I cannot wait for this Game 3 to begin. Game 1 and 2 were absolutely awesome. Game 3 looks like we're going to go the distance. Nice late game picks.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see it, but it feels like the game where Terrorblade will not win late game. Like, you look at the other side of the board, and the late game lineup from OG and their team fight is just exceptionally strong. So I don't know if this is a position that Ame has been in a lot on his Terrorblade, where he should maybe have second thoughts about going very late with his TB, because absolutely both lineups have a lot to show in that late game. But as for the early start of the laning stage, you have one lane with Spectra and one lane with Arc Warden, not the absolutely strongest lanes you can have. And the other side, obviously, we saw the Enchantress of Chalice last game. I think Nahaz hit the nail on the head. You're definitely going to see a clash of timings, and LGD will be more skirmish heavy, whereas OG's team fight is quite something. So
OG is already trying to prepare to get the early advantage. I'm seeing 2 Spark Raids just sitting on either side of the top route, and X-Nova's going to tank him up already. Does no one have to deal with that 13 seconds from now? It's all about how many runes you can get, and because there's really only Silencer and Anna's hiding in the trees on the bottom lane, it looks like LGD will claim 3 of the 4 early bounty runes. Nothing like a good start.
And I'm looking forward to seeing this bottom lane. We had in the OG versus EG series, I believe it was, Anna was playing a safe lane Spectre and ended up getting really good farm. I think S4 was on the Enchantress that game and Fly was on Phoenix, and he was playing a safe lane Spectre and got really good farm. So I'm curious to see if LGD will be conceding a lot of farm to Ana as well in this case, or if they can pressure him out. In many ways, this lane is weaker than the Phoenix Ench. We'll see. No-Tail was Bane in that game, though. That is worth noting. A lane dominator, probably stronger than Silencer in most cases.
Yeah, but if Silencer can get the harassment out, at least he's got something. And he just can't attack very fast against the Enchantress is his bigger downside. The Bane is up for LGD on the top lane, working with Ame against Seb and the Earthshaker Jirax. So a small change up by having Thompson come off that Pugner and go onto the mid Arc Warden. And he wants a real good matchup up against Somnus. As much harassment as he possibly can get early on. And that bottom lane, this is when observers get worried at TI. How do you see that first blood? Ame on top lane needs Metamorphosis to wear off, but then again, you get a double Centaur Stomp. This is one way to do it. Nervousness is gone. If that Battery Assault can connect into No-Tail, is able to do so. Barrier Assault, it'll wear off. It came back over again. Anna tanked up a little bit, but Notel, he'll get away.
Oh,
Only barely, though.
FY, I think, attack moved the ground and redirected to the Spectre because Notel fogged him for a moment. That's a costly mistake. That's first blood not going their way just yet. And they had such a great setup from Chalice there.
And they're going after Chalice on bottom lane. They may just have enough damage, but no. Nature's attendants are there to attend.
Oh, FY coming in behind now.
Battery assault, cogs him up. The Centaur can't get through. It's going to time out, so we won't actually be able to get the stomp off. So now it's FY. The Notel needs to slow him down, curse him up, so there will be the kill going the way of Chalice. Notel cannot harass back to get a rebuttal.
A new camp already available for Chalice. We'll be getting the Hellbear Smasher for 45 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to block this up or something. Spectral Dagger flies forward. It's only the last word. 25 HP is still alive.
Yep, it's going to heal up to full now with the attendants and play aggressive once again. So this time, Anna's not looking too hot in the early laning stage, but still finding some CS.
And OG and Hoshi just having trouble with the bottom lane, but how's the other lanes looking? 12-2 against Somnus' 10-4, so it's pretty even for Thompson as well as Somnus. And Seb's harassment on top lane has been pretty good as well. Hard to stay in that lane where Metamorphosis is down, but that's why they put the Bane up here. Such a great lane controller that Ame can find the space to get the CS. Man, FY does not want to let Notel anywhere near this. He actually stacks up the camp so they can get a new one for the Enchantress.
Oh, that Wild Wing's actually going to be super annoying. Spectre hates this creep.
No way to deal with it.
Yep, no real way to deal with it. They have no stun. They can maybe get a last word out on the Wild Wing if Notel gets vision when it's tornadoing, but doesn't seem likely right now.
Somnus seems to be having a pretty decent time in the mid lane.
It's pretty even.
Got harassed back a little bit more, but hits the arrow, follows up with the Starfall, but Thompson puts down the Spark Wraith, and well, Somnus can't really do much about that. Then again, same thing on the bottom lane. The Tornado has arrived up on top lane. Seb and Jirax able to combo together to kill off X-Nova. Levels the board up at 1 apiece. But Anna is just in a, well, he's looking a little bit more windblown than he normally is.
Yeah, this is very annoying for him. Notel isn't looking too hot either. He's got 2 town portal scrolls.
Mid lane, he's coming in with the battery assault. He's going to try and cog up. This will allow Somnus. He's got a Mango, so he leaps in to the Starfall. They want the quick kill onto Thompson. Even the extra Starfall connected, but support arriving from Notel and Jirax. He has no mana though. He cannot cast the Fissure, even though it's off cooldown.
Just a 10 mana short. Tried to use the stick to get enough mana earlier, didn't have it. And now that he got one more stick charge, it was on cooldown, so he couldn't get it. LGD grabbed one, and they got, was that both TPs? I think Shaker and Silence are both TP'd mid to try to help out Thompson, so that's a really big kill.
They got both of them, and now FY is rotating bottom lane. He found an Invis rune in the bottom river, so they're going to try and have a crack towards Anna. Spectral Dagger is up, however. This will make it difficult, but FY with a battery assault. Anna holds the dagger, and the cogs push him up. He cannot walk back. He can only fight or go through the trees to the west. He's chosen the second option, trying to juke away from the battery assault, but every single one from FY is able to connect.
Oh, and this will be 3 or 4 bounty runes. Notel looks like he's trying to steal away one of the Dyers. It's probably going to cost him his life here.
Yeah, he'll lose his life.
He's going to get it, though.
He doesn't have enough life to actually sustain against FY. Battery Assault comes off cooldown right now, and that's a level 2 Battery Assault. So FY will get the solo kill on the level 4 Silencer. You may have claimed 1 bounty, but they'll lose the other 3 and the Silencer.
Like the play from FY there, choosing to taunt over attacking. A little bit of mental damage.
Well, this is OG. They're the kings of spammers, except they're more voice liners.
Big early lead here, though, for LGD. Having a 2k gold lead in the laning stage of this game is going to play a big role.
It's a nice little pull over from the Radiant side. Going to pull the Dark Creep Wave down because FY will try and
all over the
capitalize on this.
place.
Finds Jirax. He TP'd up towards the top lane looking for the kill, and the Cogs will lock Jirax in. Nothing he can do but die.
He's just looking at him again. Hit him, dude.
No, no. Real men don't look at kills. They just stand there and taunt. And now they can control up the 6-minute rune. Arcane for the top. FY is looking at it, but he doesn't need it. Oh, okay. Notel will take
Unfortunate.
it. Denied.
Nice. Somnus will be wondering what the hell just happened because he saw Thompson the
Jirax
whole
cocked
time.
up again. FY, he never stops. He just keeps going. Long life battery. X-Nova will find the last hit. And OG.
It's so funny to see, like, we haven't seen Clockwork the whole main event, I think. I think 0 games. It might have been 1, but I don't know. No game comes to mind. And then FY just pulls it out, and he is, like, destroying this early game.
It's 100% participation rate.
3-0-3, 6 minutes in. Kills in all 3 lanes. And he can do this because of the matchup bottom being so naturally good for the Enchantress. She doesn't need help, so
and
do
he's
whatever he
going to
wants.
get the Observer Ward in mid, sure, why not? Buff up FY a little bit more. Wait until he gets level 6, wait until the hook shot comes online.
It's very dangerous for Arc Warden to deal with. Especially if you look at a Blade Mail somewhere down the line for FY.
Anna's already left to Shrine up. Level 6 has arrived for Chalice. This harassment is going to be a real pain for Anna to deal with. He needs friends, but right now all those friends have moved towards the top lane.
Still though, OG's heroes look pretty good on CS. It's mainly been the bounty runes and the kills that separate the 2 teams right now. Obviously, having to buy that extra bit of regen hurts as well for Ana. He bought so many tangos. Well, he's got his Haunt online now, so OG could be planning a play top.
Oh,
I do think that's exactly what they're going to do.
He can land this fissure onto X-Nova, then get that quick kill, but Clockwork, here's your rotation once again. FY always wanting to be involved. You get the stuns over on Seb, Cog block him up, and where's his Spectral Haunt? It ain't coming. They're not finding the fight they were looking for. So OG, they're just going to accept their losses. Somnus even arrives to kill secure over on Seb. As Jirax's fissure allow him to run to the east. He has TP available. And thanks to the Observer Ward, some pretty decent vision.
Oh, they saw him now. Daybreak.
Yeah.
But they're not trying the arrow just yet, at least. Somnus could try for it if he wants to. Looks like he will just be heading back toward that mid lane. There's a wave coming in, so.
There's actually space getting created.
Oh, Ana, man. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Every time he tries to get a CS, he will take a few hundred damage. And yep, he has to TP back to base to pick up boots. They have to make a Haunt play now.
Yeah, the team needs to work together and just get this kill on top. They need to kill off Ame. They need to kill off the biggest hero that LGD has to offer. Which right now, they have all top 3 net worth positions, so it's a lot of them. Nice Observer Ward from X-Nova. Now they see just how much power in the rotations coming in from OG, but they don't know where Jirax is. They may not care when Ame can just Shrine up. There's your Spectral Haunt, looking for the target. It's the Nightmare X-Nova. He delayed the fight nice and quickly, and they still has a level 2 Brain Sap. Fisher has to cancel this off. He'll sap the life out of Seb, and the rest of the support is now arriving. So Bane has died, but how much is OG committed in for this one? Seb must fall. So a support for the off lane, and as you said, tier 1 tower being pressured.
TP in toward the mid from FY. He's not level 6 though, so can't go for a hookshot play on Thompson with some backup. So at the very least, Thompson will be able to force him away here, do some damage.
And they're level 3 spark rates. FY is going to be careful about him. That's why Thompson is the perfect little triangle wall that blocks out LGD.
You see FY actually tanking up a couple of them on purpose. Has the Tranquil boots, so just clearing up the litter in mid lane for a bit.
How long do they wait before OG can actually get something more? Chalice is becoming a real problem, and Thompson's the only one who's moving forward. He's getting closer towards that level 1 Necro.
It's difficult for OG because they don't have cooldowns yet. They have no Haunt, there's no Global, so Silencer's not very strong. Shaker is not strong either. Neither of their supports has boots in this game. 10 minutes in, Jerax and No-Tail are incredibly poor. You look at the Clockwork, he has more net worth than the enemy 2 supports combined.
Yep, and it's going to get worse. There's another 2 bounty runes on bottom.
Yep.
LGD were already able to take 1 on the top lane.
They got 3 again.
Yep, 3 and 1. Decrepify top lane with the drain. Oh, Bane. Nightmare from X-Nova. So hard to go on any target when the Bane's in the neighborhood. Both him and his allies.
Book going on to Jerax. They're trying to get him his level 6. This means Global Silence is still a full level away. Mid lane.
Yeah, Thompson's got a couple of extra friends, or just one. It's his clone.
It's pretty convenient against Flux to just have a Kobold. It's running next to you.
He'll tank up everything and give you the movement speed. Clone will now die off, and the pressure will continue. Ball up on top lane. Seb, it's gone from bad to worse for him. 1-3, and FY has gone from, well, great to greater. 4-0-5.
I don't think we don't see much roaming nowadays, and I think this is the single hands down best roaming performance of the whole tournament that FY is pulling out in this game. He's doing everything right. All the right movements, all the right decisions, target selection. Looks like he's going to find another one.
No-Tail under the tower. FY can do no wrong. keeping the 100% rate up nicely. Jirax, he's got Echo Slam available, needs to let it go. The damage will spill out so heavily into Somnus. The Fidget's unavailable too. But Chalice has the Sprite, so he'll survive.
Well, it's something for OG. It's nice that Jirax gets that kill, so maybe he can get a Blink Dagger. Before the 20-minute mark, if some more good things happen, still really far away, and still 2 towers do fall in favor of LGD. There are now 3 towers up. Top 3 net worths.
FY's got a hook shot in 4, 3, 2, 1. He wants to let it rip. There's already the trade-off.
Horn Illusion.
The Horn Illusion cancels it off. Seb will have a little bit to fight with, but they're both locked inside the cogs. N0tail in the best position here. They can now turn on to FY. He's worth so much. No stuns, no nothing, no kill.
Damn, that was really fortunate from OG. I don't think that was intended, that they were like, oh, there's definitely a Clockwork going to hook shot in, so we'll just on.
Chalice wants to go 1-on-3, and it will move in close. N0tail, so much damage from the impetus. Now Chalice knows he can stand his ground and fight. Anna cannot fight back. Chalice just has way too much damage, so N0tail has to put the last word on the Somnus. Here comes the arrow, the Nightmare from X-Nova. It's as classic as old time. They get the kill onto Jirax. The simplest setup of all, and another impetus. He's not in range, but Somnus is. Double leap with the Starfall and the double damage rune. Anna, 1 charge is available. He'll get the life. And Somnus.
Jirax was hoping the tip would deal damage. It did not this time.
This is not mutation. FY is looking again for more targets. Seb's going to find him. Grab a Fire and Blast. You got the TP coming in from the ES, and they hoped he would run north. He'll run south. FY. OG, and now the Easter egg hunt. They found the egg. FY with the cogs pushing back Jirax, but he's got friends. Arme. No Metamorphosis available, but a TP Chalice is coming to the fight.
Seb working on the Force Staff, he's closing in on that. That's one very big item that OG need to probably get multiple off. Hook shot miss.
Ball. Seb now.
Still in trouble though.
Yeah, he's in real trouble. Jirax needs to land a fissure to help him out. It's all going to come a little bit too late as Thompson puts down the spark rate. Still no fissure line that Jirax could see that would be any real change apart from doing a bit of damage. Somnus, arrow towards the top lane. Creep barely tanks it up. Anna was walking really back into that, but it's bottom lane where they're fighting once again. The fissure is out. This time the damage onto the Clockwork. They have nowhere near enough. They actually cannot get past Chalice. But this will help. Anna TP's over. Spectral Dagger flying after the Enchantress. 2-0-1 on Chalice. They want to get the kill. FY's in the neighborhood. Cogs available. And he'll actually pull off the Cogs, taking the regeneration rune and destroying the chances for OG to fight.
This OG lineup can't really kill a Hood and Trade now. I think they need to combine 3 or 4 heroes to stand a chance. They need Thompson and maybe even a Global Silence to get it. When he gets the Force Staff, it actually just feels impossible for them to kill him. So Chalice can put so much pressure on the map.
And they're bringing in the extra help. FY. He knew he was dewarded on the hillside. They kind of need to have an observer ward up there too. N0tail going to smoke up. Clockwork's already backed off. Hook shot, hook shot. Looks, and then pulls out twice. Refusal at the gate.
And OG are baiting. They're really hoping for a fight here so that they can activate their Echo Slam. Without a dagger, it's very difficult for Jirax to find an opportunity against Clockwork. So they're hoping that they are going to run into them.
X-Nova putting the sentry ward down.
Bounties.
Sees Thompson for half a second. Doesn't like it. Not with the Ancient Prowlers there.
It's 3 runes for LGD again.
Yeah.
They get 3 every single iteration, so just keep building that advantage. Keep finding that farm.
Thompson is still keeping up a little bit. Like he's just finished up the Hand of Midas, needs to come out in the Courier. He got a level 1 Necro book so he could fight earlier on and farm faster too.
He also doesn't have boots.
He also doesn't have boots, but hey.
Well, he's probably going to buy it soon, I would imagine.
Go the Weaver style.
N0tail got boots before Thompson, no?
Anna may be in a bit of trouble. Low on life. Has TP scroll available, goes into the trees, but Clockwork Rocket sees him clearly, and this will allow X-Nova. Fiend's Grip committed. Global Silence will break him free. Anna has to go deeper into the trees. TP is available. It's a big ability to burn, but when you miss the hook shot, Anna can now TP out safely. Waste a bit of time, but up on top, N0tail? No, he doesn't find Somnus.
FY has to fully just guess in this situation. He doesn't have a rocket flare to scout with, so he's just trying his luck. If that hook shot hits, maybe he can grab the kill on Anna.
Oh, Seb, he's waiting. He just wants the tower in the trees. X-Nova doesn't see him. Moonlight shadows down, but Seb will claim the tower. It's good money, his position, and yeah, he's dead. Like he's dead. Not dead. Really not dead. TP's out.
Somnus was not in range to get an arrow off in time. So just TP's out after Nightmare.
Yeah.
He knew there was no grip. It was used for the kill attempt bottom.
They'll find Jirax instead. Moving over underneath the shrine. They got the life, but looks like Thompson wants to try and fight. He's got his Necro book up in 7 seconds time. Chalice trying to run back out, but the spark rate's there. The arrow just threads the needle of OG. Chalice will finally fall. Anna the man to find the kill. Spectral Haunt gets it back into the engagement. Somnus is so low. And X-Nova, he'll walk into the spark race, but it won't matter. Seb just explodes him with another blast. And LGD, why does this keep happening in this series? It's just 10 minutes into the game. The dive comes real, and the advantage starts to swing.
Yeah, Anna is starting to come online. He has the urn. He's close to Yasha. We'll be going for that Manta style first. On this is kind of the first stage of the game when FY was just flat out showing in a lane for a while. So OG felt very confident knowing that Clockwork couldn't connect. He was farming the bottom wave. And Enchantress, she felt immortal. He said it was going to take 3 or 4 heroes to kill it. They brought them.
Yep.
And just barely got him, by the way. It was close to living against all 4.
It looks like LGD is slowing up the pace of the game now. He's trying to farm up towards his BKB. Somnus, he's got the Maelstrom, and he's the one that can actually add the pressure. Somnus actually low. Anna has no urn charges available. FY, however, surprisingly enough, has a whole bunch. Hook shots, heady hits. Connects onto Anna. No Spectral Dagger available. Anna will have to fight back out again. The arrow flies forward. Anna barely misses it. No tell. Global silence off cooldown in 2 seconds time. Anna will make his break into the tree line, but he cannot survive long enough. Enough Maelstrom procs. And
Big
LGD
kill.
find the kill. But I still worry that LGD have the bigger issue. It's the Arc Warden. It's the mass amounts of Necro books that can come later on. He's going for the Maelstrom with the Hand of Mice. He has boots, so hey, success.
Yep. At the very least, they have an Enchantress to deal with it to an extent.
Yep. Just to steal a couple of those Necro units, or one.
Yeah, well, if you have the high-level enchant, it's a 10-second cooldown. So, can definitely mess with the Arc Warden quite a bit. But for now, Thompson's keeping it level 1. We'll see if he even wants to level it up later. You imagine he will. But wants to optimize his farming, and obviously Maelstrom is the better farming item. He's closing in on it now. He actually has it.
They're quoting the Stamper for like how much money was it? It was a lot of cash that was given over.
10K, I think.
Yeah, 10,000 gold from just Necro units.
I believe there was also a Lycan who had a Necro book in that game, so made it a bit more extreme. But yeah, the game is definitely slowing down, and OG they're gaining gold. The question is how valuable the gold is from a fighting perspective. I still think OG's biggest strength is when they get this Blink Dagger on Shaker, which is suddenly within reach, 200 gold away.
Yeah.
Jerax, he's got a lot of space, so
He's going to farm up the bottom lane.
Oh,
Maybe another reason
kill
to why
now.
X-Nova's on a bit of a smoke mission. But he'll come underneath the Radiant Observer ward. Sees Thompson. That's the real one too. There ain't no clone. 6 seconds till the clone is up, but they'll need more help. X-Nova can do nothing about this. And TP out bottom lane. Jirax gets the Blink Dagger and escapes Chalice. So the team fight item for OG has now arrived. X-Nova. I think he actually put that sentry ward down at the last second, so OG did actually see him plant that. There was a lot of pings that came out quickly. So they'll look for that vision later on.
what else we're looking for is BKBs. So Mirana closing in on hers. Terrorblade has it in 100 gold. That's when LGD's lineup becomes a lot stronger. It's a very good spike for them in terms of just fighting capabilities. OG's lineup has nothing on BKBs.
Yep.
This Arc Warden item build, well, later on, if he keeps going the physical route, he'll be able to deal with it. But for now, nobody in BKB should die from LGD.
Terrorblade's the first one to
really
finish it. Needs the courier to bring it out to him, and the top lane's already been pressured. LGD not in the perfect position to defend it. Now they have fortification, so that will at least delay things and allow Chalice to push the bottom lane. Steals the Radiant Catapult. And that'll be the tier 2 tower for the tier 1 tower. It's a straight trade-off. LGD will still be happy with this.
I think OG are okay with it too. They're buying time.
You said they got the better late game, right? So as long as they can survive.
Depends. Both lineups are a sick late game. I think it just doesn't feel like a clear-cut Terrorblade will do great late in this one. So there are a lot of solutions on the Radiant side for this Terrorblade. Everything from Aghanim's Pugna to Echo Slam to Arc Warden.
Of these Necro units. Ame sees the cash and goes for it. 100 gold apiece.
No-Tail knows where Clockwork is, saw the rocket trajectory. They'll be playing very defensively behind this tier 2 tower. It feels like just a matter of time before LGD try to make their aggressive move. The question is what they're waiting for. If they want the 25-minute bounty runes, if they want to try to grab the Roche with the BKB of Somnus.
Roshan does sound nice, but you'll need to start bringing down the towers. OG don't want to wait. They've had enough of this. They got Ana with Spectral Horn available.
They can't kill this Ench without using Echo Slam?
Yep.
Don't think so.
On Thompson, ready to push forward, using his clone. Quick little attendance, but OG do not want to commit. It's kind of funny to watch Chalice steal a creep, and then it gets minus out pretty quickly after.
They found Ana.
Yeah, Nightmare into Arrow. Help must come, but help is nowhere near. LGD, a huge pickoff once again, finding Ana outside the base.
Just went out one wave too far in this situation. LGD have such an iron grip on this Radiant jungle.
You got your answer for Thompson. It's not the Necrobook level up, it's full Mjolnir is his item of choice.
Yeah, trying to find a solution for this incoming Terrorblade swarm of illusions. Of course, can't just put it defensively on the Spectre. Pretty strong.
It's also a great side lane push. BTs are queued up next. So the clone can add a lot of momentum, which LGD are not really that great at countering. And they're great at countering heroes like Nature's Prophet. You're able to just jump around with the Clockwork, get information, but it's a little bit harder. Here comes OG. Clone will be created. They look towards Roshan. He's down to 3.5k. Spectral Horn is up. And X-Nova. Here comes your Spectral Horn to the front lines. Thompson using the clone inside. And the Echo! Jirax, he got the jump. The perfect hit. Thompson's got the double kill. They've just got the numbers. That's what happens when you can clone yourself. FY, he's trapped inside the cogs, but it's OG who are willingly trapped in there with him. LGD in real trouble. Ana has the double kill. The buyback comes in from FY.
And
Is he going to pull it off? He cannot.
Felt like they were waiting for the BKBs. Terrorblade has his, doesn't use it. Mirana 700 gold away from hers, can't use it. And OG just find the most important fight of the entire game. 5-0 fight and a buyback from FY.
Is that the engagement that puts OG into the TI8 Grand Finals? It's a huge swing.
It is a
that's gonna
really
be coming
big swing.
their way. LGD were at about a 7,000 net worth advantage. This is already coming down to about 0, and we'll watch it again. It starts off X-Nova initiated on, and how much did LGD burn on Thompson's just clone?
They just walk out in the middle of the river. FY doesn't seem to be able to find an angle at all with the Clockwork. And finally, when he does in the end, it's way too late. Terrorblade in this situation, I think Ame just really out of position, just walking in there. They present themselves for an easy killing for OG. And now I think LGD just will be slowing down again. It feels unlikely for them to find the type of fight that they'll need. Need to wait for that BKB on Mirana. And hopefully for them, OG will make an aggressive play that they can counteract.
Ana is now finished up. Manta looking towards Radiance, becoming that late game carry that the spec wants to be. And all the money for the Arc Warden, and he is definitely, it's just that level 1 Necrobook is purely for farming. He's got Hurricane Plank queued up as his next primary item. A lot of push, a lot of shove, and the 25-minute runes being battled for. It'll be a 2-2 trade-off.
For the first time in this game, OG breaking even on bounty runes, it feels like. They might have done it once, but...
Chalice comes in, sentries down, that was confidence, but FY hooks him behind, but he can't do anything else. The Global Silence comes up, so Blade Mel makes OG think twice about initiating onto FY, but they bring the support. LGD just wanted a quick pick, but Seb chasing after FY. A perfect nightmare from X-Nova disengages the attack of the Pugna.
I actually think LGD got what they wanted. I think they were hoping to bait out a Global Silence in this situation, and now that it's down, they might be able to find a fight. Seb.
Yep. Glimmercape will protect him. There's still Spectral Horn. If they want to bring Ana in with the Echoes, then they'll do exactly that. Jirax, my God, he's good. Looking to chase after the Enchantress, draining her out. She'll be away to safety. The Sprite's giving her some health. Ana wants to dive. He's got Nagus Immortal and a desire to kill. The arrow flies forward. He'll dodge it. Everyone will dodge it. Another Decrepify and Blast with the Fissure. Is there a drain? They have nothing. It's on cooldown for the moment. But OG, a lot of pressure being applied towards the mid. They want to go for more. Blink Dagger from Arme, looking for the kill. He can't go into the Pugner. He can go up to No-Town. Now Pugner, the Grubify wears off.
They missed the arrow.
He doesn't actually see him. The Glimmer Cape protects him out. The arrow doesn't connect, but they're looking for more. Anna, he's low on life. He's got the Aegis, the Immortal. That's life number 1. And being surrounded so heavily by LGD, this is life number 2.
I think this is the second game we've seen on the main stage where Terrorblade picks up a Blink Dagger and just wins the team fight off it. Just this surprise of getting jumped by that really, really strong slow. Reflection, 5.5 second duration. Just runs them down and gets the kills. And obviously a key to this fight, similar to last game, OG with ultimates on cooldown. They had no Haunt, they had no Echo Slam, and they had no Global Silence. So when that's the case, LGD will try to strike and take an advantage. And OG probably just overstepping their boundary, really. When these spells are on cooldown, I don't even think they can push towers.
They felt confident. They want to go for it. There looks like a lot of emotion in the booth. When you're this close, both teams a victory away from the grand final. Sometimes some momentum just gets the better of you. And we'll slow it up again. Arc Warden can add the pressure on top. If only he could finish his BT. FY actually kills the creep. He was trying to send the clone to, but let's look at this fight once more. In the mid, the blink forward from Arme. No-Tel and Seb are just non-factors. It was still a great Glimmer Cape at the very end that allowed Seb to survive.
And Thompson in the middle of nowhere just got killed off. And Ana tries to escape, but is not able to. That could have gone even worse for OG. They were close to losing their Pugna too.
Yep.
But they minimized the casualties to at least only be 3.
Yeah, but this is what LGD needed to try and just swing the momentum around once more. This graph is just, it's arcing to say the least. And it's not even just the goal one, it's the experience one that swings up, then back down again. No one has control of this series. Everyone defensive. Mandasar pushes out the bottom for the Spectre. And Seb's the only one who's kind of putting himself in a risky position for OG. He's got Glimmer Cape and Force Staff to get away, and he's now looking for a Dagon build-up too. They want to nuke, they want to kill. They need to put the fear into the Terrorblade.
Anna.
Oh yeah,
he has used his dagger.
He's got Manta in 1 second time though.
I think Ame would have maybe, he didn't have meta. He was 3 seconds off. I think he might have even tried for that kill if he had it.
Battery Assault, you hear it going off again. Clockwork found his target, it's No-Tel. Brain Sap from Xnova, kill secures it. Thompson wants to help out, putting down the sprites. A lot of damage to come from him. Seb pushed away, but the bubble from Thompson. Protection available, and the Spectral Haunt. They need the vision, they need that moment, but where do they go? Somnus and Arme so quick to run around the side. Thompson again with the boy in the bubble scenario. Arme will just be right on top of it. Thompson walking away as far as he can. The arrow won't connect, but the rest of the damage will. Durex blows the Echo Slam on just FY. I say just FY, he's still 5-1-15, but now they don't have that. And LGD,
Sab.
They want the extra kill. Seb in the trees, the damage, the rocket reveal, and well, Arme just turns around. Says he can't claim it.
Still a good fight for LGD there. They managed to, especially the kills on Thompson are really important. He is so much of the Radiant net worth. Big kills to get. He was starting to pull ahead of Ame on net worth, but now Ame will be overtaking him by about 1,500.
Oh,
Down bottom. Easy grab from Mirana. And Anna, he's still making progress, closing in on that Radiance, so couldn't really connect on the Haunt, but at the very least didn't die.
Oh, look,
for now.
Follow the illusions.
Oh
no, he feed script one of the illusions. They nightmare at least Anna, but Xnova dies almost instantly. The arrow will be off target. They have to commit hookshot. FY's got the sun control. Anna trying to run through the trees, doesn't have the life to survive. He'll go down. Meanwhile in mid, the pressure is coming. Thompson, he'll respawn now, so maybe, yeah, he's TPing forward. And Arme can look at him. He's got a lot of strength to work with. That Reaper. Reaper sitting on the Terrorblade. Because it's just the clone. And Charles is out of mana.
And he almost has heart.
Yeah, he does.
Ame's really farm. This is a unique build to see. I don't think we very often see Terrorblades go for heart in this position. Most of the time it is the Eye of Scotty or Butterfly. But valuing that HP reset in the fight, obviously a lot of health coming out from this item.
Does he have to go pure damage now? Like, he looks pretty cluttered in his item. Like, you've got Dragonlance in there. He's going Butterflies the next one.
Yeah, I think he should go Butter.
But what are you starting to replace? Seb trying to go for the solo kill up on top. And now TP support's coming in. The Arc Warden wants to help out. Global Silence will arrive. And Thompson looking for the engagement. But Seb, he is toast. Absolutely toast. One quick brain Seb will finish the job. And it's just the Thompson clone that puts up the fight against the rest of LGD. But it puts up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, it's really strong. Thompson is very farmed in this game, and of course, Arc Warden with that pretty ridiculous 3 strength gain. When you hit these high levels and the health talent at 15, pretty tanky.
Do you go the 30%?
It's hard. I think both talents are really good this game. It's just in general a really good talent line. I would imagine he does prioritize lifesteal in this one, though. Has to be able to stand and man fight. The Terrorblade will blink inside his bubble and try to fight him. There will be a Clockwork Hook shouting in too.
Well, Terrorblade's trying to do that exact thing to the clone on top. Quick Hurricane Pike away. Thompson gets to fight a little bit longer, even an extra Spark Wraith.
Oh,
Being a problem to
I got it, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close to expire. It's like last second. We'll claim that little bit of a bounty. Clockwork.
Feels like LGD still have better control of the map. Yeah, the clones are pushing in the top lane, but the runes, the camps,
and they have these 2 really good
LGD.
aggressive wards. It's the top warding from LGD that is allowing them to play like this. They cover all movement into the top lane from OG will be super obvious unless they use a smoke. And I think OG are just kind of limited on smoking options. They don't seem to have any on them right now. Not on the courier. So they're very much locked in place inside their base for now.
Is Ana actually... Okay, so he's
getting
keeping,
his Radiance.
Yeah, he is. He's so close to it, but...
That also means a Reflection Illusion that has Radiance, though.
Yes. Problematic for OG if you're trying to find, like, I mean, you just have to buy Monkey King bars no matter what. But that's not the build that Arc Warden's going for. He's trying to get a Manta style of his own. Moonlight Shadow, that's all our X-Nova to close the distance. No tail. Oh, I was so close to cancelling. The hook shot forward. Arrow follow-up. Thompson's in trouble. Down for 75 seconds. Ana is nudging in the bottom lane, so there may be a small consolation prize for OG in the form of the Tier 1 tower and the Radiance that's now arrived on Ana. But LGD, they're coming down mid. And they're taking top. They got such great split damage.
The Roshan is up in 40 seconds. That will be shortly before Thompson spawns, fortunately for OG.
Ame blinks right after Seb into the middle of the base. Seb has to grip a fight quickly, but Ame, he doesn't want to stop. He's still got Metamorphosis. They're going to beat into the Tier 3 tower. That's one of those moments you just want to force the buyback. You want to force the Global Silence. Buyback is there. Global Silence still being held as LGD retreat.
Big win for them. If Thompson dies again, it's so hard for them to defend their base. I don't think they have enough damage to kill a Terrorblade without the Arc.
OG are coming. They actually want to fight. Fissure catching the Mirana. They got the Dagon, but Somnus burns the BKB. That's the 9-second one down. Spectral Haunt, which is the target. Where do you want to go? It ain't towards Somnus. It's over towards Chalice. Stranded over next to the Shrine. He's looking for a push down. Hurricane Pike's available. He'll get down. Ana will follow. Nightmare again disabling Seb. Fissure stunned from Jirax. F-Y's trapped there, but no, he's not. He's got the hook away. The attacks will follow through. F-Y will TP out before anyone else can follow. The Observe Ward throwing down, but now OG with Bane dead. And no hook shot available, and Clockwork all the way back at base. They want to go for Roshan, but that's top battling through the Spark Race.
This fight is really hard for LGD. They got to be careful. They have no Metamorphosis.
Ame, that hard. He's got so much life. Ana wants to finish the job. Roshan's still being brought down. Somnus will arrive for the fight. The arrow, Ana, well, he's stunned up for the moment. Now the impetus damage from Chalice, but no, Jirax! He hits the stun! He'll get a pop down at least, but the buybacks are coming in thick and fast. Arme's BKB will wear off in a second. FY wants to fight. Hook shot forward into Thompson, trying to push him out of the cog. He can't do so. FY, Blade Mail makes it difficult to engage, but not for Ana. He's happy with this one.
MKB.
FY can't survive. Thompson survives. Chalice will not. The blast was there from Seb. Buybacks. How much can you burn? Hotter than a curry. Here comes LGD into the Roshan. They're going to claim it. Where is the support? Where's the follow-up? They can't blink. Actually, there's a blink to Fissure. It won't come in time. Aegis the Immortal. It belongs to LGD.
It costs them, but not that much, actually. They're 8k gold ahead still. I believe their advantage before that was 10. Ana with the buyback.
Oh, buybacks, Mirana, Enchantress, Clock for LGD. And it was Anna and Thompson from the other side, but Thompson looking for the kill onto Arme. Arme, he'll actually burn the cheese to get the life up. Marl on bottom lane, X-Nova is the nightmare. Fiend Script's up too, but so is Anna. He'll arrive, and X-Nova, you do not stand a chance. Maybe with a little bit of help, FY, hook shots forward, Arme is there to fight, Sunder still available, Anna will go up, Jirax, he wants to try and help out, the Fissure will get this on the Terrorblade, keeping him out of the fight, and Somnus, he'll looking for Anna, he'll find the damage, no! He turned around, he attacked the wrong unit! They'll escape, Seven's on the run back out, but Jirax leaping forward, he's got the Aghanim Scepter over on this ES, a lot more maneuverable, Thompson's got that little bit, he's got the clone there to help, but Jirax into the trees, one more jump, he wants to go for a TP scroll, and Arme wants to go for a beverage. He's leaving.
Oh, that play from Somnus. If he would have got the Spectre there, that would have been 6 minutes without buyback still for Ana. The biggest possible kill he could have found. But OG just barely get Ana out of there. They find 2 kills of their own. It is only the supports, but still buying time. The cheese was expended, as you mentioned, so only the Aegis remains as a true advantage here for LGD. They also used Metamorphosis, so now there's a bit of downtime where maybe OG will try to look for a fight. They have Echo and Global ready. And Haunt in 60.
Yep. No one can have a buyback in this game anymore. The illusions from Mana are causing some problems, but Arme very happy to deal with it. He's got the Butterfly available. Finding himself low on mana, no Crystal Maiden in this game. Flies out the Clarity, switches the SMY in and out. Seb wants to blast the bottom, but let's have a look at this fight once again. So X-Nova tries to set it up, have FY join them. But Jirax with this Aghanim Scepter so more maneuverable in the fights.
And then Somnus finds him here. And all he needs to do is keep running up, but he A-clicked the ground and an illusion actually came over and took the attention away.
Does he do that because he wants the instant attack the second he comes up and sees him?
Yes, absolutely. It's because he wants to hit right away when he goes up the high ground, but that little illusion in from Ana, saving his life.
And then it was just too much. Oops. Oops. Sorry.
Echo.
Slam. We come back in.
Oh, that's an Aegis.
Yeah, Jirax claims it. And then leap away. FY's looking for a rebuttal. He's going to find it. This is a big one too, but no. Jirax, the Enchant Totem, so quick on it that the Battery Assault doesn't actually interrupt him.
This Aghanim Scepter is so good this game. It's all about spacing. You want to disengage from the Terrorblade, you want to disengage from the Clockwork, and find yourself that superior teamfight position. Now LGD have 2 MKBs, so as far as positioning goes, the Arc Warden Magnetic Field is a lot less of a threat. With MKB on Enchantress and Mirana, you imagine Terrorblade would have maybe thought about getting one, but Ame is going for the Hex. He wants to blink in and Hex straight away. He's going to replace his treads most likely for this. Has the movement speed from the Butterfly to use whenever he wants.
They've taken the bottom tier 2 tower. That leaves only one remaining outer tower on the entire map, and that's the Dire tier 2 on top lane. And it's sitting at 2/3. The bases are practically intact apart from the mid lane of OG. And right now, this is all about the side lane pressure. This is about the pickoffs. Who can you find? There's so much on the line. A guaranteed top 2 position at TI, yeah, you'll take that. Top 3's nice, top 2 better.
And you get to watch multiple games, learn something about your opponents.
Yeah,
they have to play their hearts out to stay in the tournament. So.
No pressure of the lower bracket. And these games, just in the back end of the playoff bracket, just continuously go to 3. They're marathons. And the bounty runes, still a 2-2 trade-off, 40 minutes in, so no advantage for either side. We're starting to reach the point soon where you're going to start to 6-slot up. Terrorblade now has a Scythe. He's running no boots Terrorblade, not required when you got the Flutter from the Butterfly.
He even has 420 move speed without it. So he's very fast. 20 move speed Talon, all of the agility.
Really, 420? Sure.
Oh, okay. He has 420.
Yeah, he has 420. Great.
He has 536 with Flutter.
That's
pretty quick.
That's not so cool.
I'm sure that's a code for something.
Yeah. Well, LGD. So what do you do here? Do you just wait for next Roshan? Is that it? You're still 3 minutes away from potential respawn time, but the later this game goes, Thompson just looks to be getting bigger. He's finished the MKB. He's got an answer to the Butterfly of the Terrorblade. The side lanes continuously pressure out. how long can LGD hold this line? They don't look to be strong enough to keep the creep waves on OG's side of the river.
I think what you need to do as LGD is you need to have Ame push out one of the sides and the other 4. You
Nice
push out
rocket.
one of the sides, and the moment you've successfully done it, you smoke down to him.
About to go for almost a blind hook, and that's exactly what FY does. 4 staff down, Sep begins his TP, and Totem jump away, and the Blink Dagger. They cannot catch Jirax. More time wasted of LGD.
And that's a heart.
That's one very big spec, and she's going for the Skadi next too. So a lot of life, already at 3.7k. Not including what's going to happen with the dispersion. No Silver Edge builders on LGD. Then you add the Skadi to it. Who's got more life?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Put him in a bubble too. Extra layers.
I think the most important thing for LGD is that Ame gets in.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower
They need him
is
to be in
lost.
the middle of the fight in his BKB so that he's able to hit inside the bubble.
And he's the
Or
reflect
that
on
he
spec
jumps.
too, right? Like that's what you need.
Yeah, the reflection of spec will be useful too. Can of course be dispelled, but low cooldown on reflection.
Jirax in the trees. Chalice running up. Spark Wraith is just on the edge of the tree line. Bottom lane's pushing in quite nicely for LGD.
Yeah, LGD have set up a good situation now. They've pushed out bottom far, they've pushed out middle far, so now they can go for exactly this. I think this is what they need to do. Mirana's going to connect from the right-hand side and check the bottom rune here at 42 minutes. We'll be very happy to find this exact one.
It's a double damage rune waiting for her. But yeah, the pressure is coming in. LGD, how do they engage? Thompson's just sending a couple of illusions out in the bottom lane, so they do no longer have any kind of vision of OG because they're not having to fight the waves. They see Jirax, they see Seb, but OG, they smell it. It's a foul breeze. So they go and hide inside their base.
Yeah, the map is really dangerous right now, so even if this smoke fails from LGD, they still maintain the lane pressure. They're going back toward mid. Just this one Terrorblade illusion bottom can easily push out 2 waves. No, obviously OG want to counteract it, so they send Ana down here.
30 seconds until you have Roshan possibly up. Thompson was able to TP his clone onto the top lane. That creep had 40 HP. Now jump in, they found the Hex. Quick Fisher from the side. Seb 4-staffed once. They want to keep the chase going. Chalice triggering the BKB, but Glimmer Cave. The dust was available and Seb will fall. 80 seconds on the sideline, but buyback is available. Anna's pushing in the bottom lane in the meantime. Spectral Haunt will bring him into the fight. And the top lane's pressured in by the illusions of the Arc Warden. I don't know what LGD can achieve from here unless it's a quick Roshan, and it is. It's 20 seconds before Roshan is up. This is what they need. They need it now.
Yeah, Ame's taking care of bottom. Spawning illusions. Spectre showing herself. Illu on Illu action.
OG may not even be able to check this in time.
And Thompson sent down a clone to bottom, but nobody is checking Roche. If only LGD knew, they would be in position for it right now, but nobody is having a look.
He's up.
Maybe they will check it soon. Oh, no tail. Oh, he missed the hook.
Oh, boy. Well, that's problematic, but he's got the movement speed. Stunned up, Spark Wraith's arriving. Now the Spectral Haunt comes out, looking for the target. Ame reveals himself, goes in to the big Terrorblade. Metamorphosis while Anna finds the kill into X-Nova. It's just a poor support, but everyone from LGD, they rotate over. They want the big kill. Anna goes over the trees, but the Global Silence makes it difficult to get the last bit of damage, and Anna just tanks through it. He'll get 1 kill before dying. Buybacks are available, but Ame, he'll sunder, swapping the life with the clone of Thompson. And Chalice is the man dishing the damage.
And if OG want to buy back these cores, it will be very expensive for them.
It will be.
Anna's buyback costs 1,800 gold. Thompson's costs 2,500.
Jump away from Jirax. No talent cannot do the same
hook.
thing. Hook shot from FY into the back of Ame.
Bit of miscommunication.
Big wingspan to get around. So 45-minute bounty runes. Chalice will look, and now LGD know Roshan's available. The Metamorphosis is running out. And I look towards Jirax. The potential
really
man that can save this, but they may not even know that Roshan's up too.
I think even if they knew, they feel uncertain about whether this is a fight they can take or not. They would have to expend probably 2 of their core buybacks, the really big ones, to get over here.
But it's
they know that
Refresher Shard on the Terrorblade.
Yeah, they probably know that Somnus can buy back 2 and TP in on the Shrine, so can connect really easily. It's a really difficult decision to make when you have this limited vision on the map, and they will end up giving it up. Probably were just hoping that the Roshan was not available, but like you said, a good respawn timing for LGD.
Yep. Ame has the Refresher Shard. He's holding it in the backpack for now.
So good on Terrorblade, this item, late game. He even wants to buy a refresher anyway.
We'll see it again. So Ana took a lot to bring him down, but Ana was just so stranded. No one else there to help him.
And he barely got the Mirana kill before he died.
Can't believe how much it was worth. That's 1,177 gold for the kill on the Mirana.
Yep.
And it goes into the Skadi. Or the buyback. Either or. But here comes LGD. Try. Okay, no, that's just a clone on bottom. FY doesn't want anything to do with this. And they still need Somnus to come back to life.
Pushing into this OG lineup is so hard. It's like, what?
It's if you overcommit, you bring in all your illusions, you bring in an army. Oh, wait, there's Echo Slam.
There's Echo Slam, there's Magnetic Field.
Yep.
There's the Haunt, Global Silence. The team fight of OG is so strong that I think what LGD are hoping to happen is that they somehow find a fight outside the base or just get one key pick that they can snowball the fight off, because inside the base of OG, it seems almost impossible to go in. Maybe some sort of multi-frontal attack where Terrorblade is splitting from the other 4 can very quickly connect with the Blink Dagger.
That reflection cooldown time is
6 seconds.
That's wonderful. They just stay up forever. He's looking for a target. Ana doesn't go down in to the vision, but then again, Jirax, they want to chain stun him up. They have trouble. BKB swapping the life with Sunder. Ame wants to go again. Refresher Shard's still there. So he doesn't care about burning the Metamorphosis if he can find the kill, especially when Echo Slam is now down for 100 seconds. They did not find the kill.
Still feels like it's going to be hard to go up high ground even with Echo down, but it's something for LGD.
Thompson's just spamming out as much as he wants to with the Tempest doubles. Still doesn't hit that 25 just yet. The 25 is belonging to the Terrorblade.
It's the Hex trying to put pressure on No-Tail.
Yeah, issues. He's like, can someone push me? Thank you. Ana on bottom. Hiding in the trees. The Moonlight Shadow. Nova doesn't see him. Ana.
He knows he's getting burnt.
Yep. That's why he's looking around for it. Moonlight Shadow's now going to wear off. Ana, he doesn't see X-Nova. X actually he did for half a second. The Glimmer Cape was wearing off, and Ana will back off. How many times must he play with fire? That's got to be some balls of steel to be out there. 48 minutes into this third game. In a winner bracket final of TI. Even Jirax, what is this? He's not even wanting to be inside the base. This is just posturing. Charles will start with the Hex. They'll put up the bubble, and FY, he jumps in. The Cogs pushing it back. Fiend Script controlling up Jirax, but then Global Silence will break free. Ana's in pretty damn deep. They're tossing Jirax back out again as Ame with his BKB. Refresher shot is about to come off, and yep, he can now use it. The jump in from Jirax looking for the dunk. No slammer in this. OG, they're baiting out abilities. They almost get the kill on the Enchantress.
She has the Aegis.
But top lane, they're getting hit in their tier 3 tower.
Arc Warden's going to take care of this, and LGD, they find nothing. They use their cheese, they use their refresher shard.
They're running out of time on this Aegis too. It's only got about a minute left. So all the advantage they were having to try and breach the high ground against OG, it just doesn't exist.
We might find something here.
Shadows take us.
Well, they kind of find each other, actually, with this defensive ward from OG.
Great observer and sentry. They just try and get Ana back as quick as they possibly can. A Spectral Dagger thrown out. Chalice comes in. Great vision. The Dagon and the dunk. They'll burn the Aegis. It was going to time out anyway. Reveals the fact they had the vision, so sentry was down. Ana, you ain't getting any of that.
This will be 4 bounty runs for LGD. That's what they were going over here for, most likely. Ana with the completed Skadi decided to finish this item without buyback. So a very big commitment. He will get nightmared up.
They're trying to find this
they
out.
found
The star is on Ana. A perfect arrow from Somnus. He must buy back and bring the Echo Slam forward. Ana, no Spectral Horn. LGD, you're really clumped. You've got to be careful about the jump, and that's why they try and split it out, pushing the Spec the wrong way around. The heart will now tick in, so he's able to regenerate up nice and quick. And they want to have the fight.
Well,
is FY just the view is good. They're maybe not so good anymore. Really cliffed up. No real man to get back down again. He's got Blade Mail at least, but they're just jumping, they're slamming, they're killing. And this man, yep, got him.
that's a gem.
That is the Gem of True Sight down.
They knew that he was stuck up there from the hook shot earlier when he jumped on Jirax.
Now they go bottom lane. The Hex is out. They find Chalice. Anna and Thompson trying to combine together. Ame wants to help him out. Chalice still at half life. The jump out from Anna, but now the damage so heavy. Ame doing the work, but Anna is still a beast. They cannot bring him down just with those two players. They bring in Somnus, they bring in X-Nova, and they're going to find Jirax. A quick stun, the control. X-Nova is deleted from the game. Buybacks are available, but the rest of OG, they do not want to continue the battle.
This game is so close.
You know what this game reminds me of? Remember that LFY versus VP game that we got to have a lot of fun casting at a previous TI? Yeah. We're coming back there.
Oh, do you mean wasn't it Liquid VP that you're thinking of, maybe?
It was 2 hours. I remember it was 2 hours.
It was Liquid VP last TI. That was a crazy game. That was a very crazy game.
Well, the high ground defense from OG can go straight back down that line, and to LGD, they control the map. They've got fantastic team fight, but the intimidation of going high ground is just so scary.
Well, what I can tell you is Dota Plus thinks Radiant's going to win.
Really?
Yep.
Dota Plus, you got no data on this. It doesn't exist. You can't calculate the pressure of a human being.
It's a minor advantage, 51 to 49. But still, Radiant favored clearly.
LGD, they wait once more. Roshan may respawn in a minute and 30 seconds. OG are coming out. They have their observer down. They saw Chalice farming up the Ancients. That's why Jirax is hoping for a fight. Jumps in towards the mid, lands the fissure, and then a quick jump back out again.
He could have got hexed there. That was actually scary. He doesn't have buyback, so got to be careful. Ame was there. Didn't react quick enough.
Oh, that's a nice rune. Double damage rune for Ame. He's got a refresher orb now in the backpack of the Terrorblade, so the shard was used. Refresher orb was able to give him this double metamorphosis. How are buybacks looking as well? Silencer as well as Arc Warden has it for OG. It's almost all up for LGD bar the Bane.
You wonder if Ame at some point is going to replace this S and Y. He probably feels like he needs the movement speed from this, since he doesn't have the boots, but maybe there's value in a Manta here at some point instead.
This top lane continues to push in. Spectral daggers are flying out from Anna. He's adding the pressure, trying to get LGD to look behind. And if they don't come back, Anna can just attack and then Spectral haunt back to the team. And in fact, here comes TP. There stops TP.
Oh, hello.
Well, nice illusion. Scouting out from the Terrorblade. Moonlight Shadow from PSG, LGD. They want to find the opportunity. That's just a fake Thompson. Trying to bait the attack in the mid. Still takes so much to get rid of him. And they hold the creep wave back. But this Moonlight Shadow, we're level 25 now on the Mirana. This is why Somnus can just continuously spam this. And that's the real Anna on the front line. OG right behind Ame. Gets the jump, finds the partner. Vision will not find a stun. Partner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex is out in the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the front line attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line.
They found Shaker.
The BKB, they're into the back lines. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, and she stuns on the way through. He has his gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Ame from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It delays as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Ame, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna.
Sunder!
Fight once again. The Sunder switches the life. Ame's back up to full health. But the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill up the Bane. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going after the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. Sebian from the side with a dig on Ame, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the dive back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Mirana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam.
Oh, there it is.
Bouncing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG. Looking for more. Charles is now on the run. They tried to go for the GG push. They didn't get much more than this. And now look at him go. BT forward. Hit the stun. Nail the stun. Nailed Chalice. Maybe not. Hex is up. Charles still on the run. The Moonlight Shadow. It's like it never ends. It's the same with the donkey from Jirax. This guy's an NBA All-Star. Looking for the kill into Chalice. Another TP coming forward. Hook shot from FY. Gets involved in the fight. But Thompson will arrive. Hexing up onto FY. The leap out. The fissure is available. Is there a follow-up? Thompson is there. They push forward. They get the control, and they're bringing FY down. LGD with 4 heroes who do not have buyback. OG, they are gonna push. But how much damage can they do in the window that they have?
They have no waves, Toby. This is going to take a long time to cross all the way across the river. Probably will be enough time to get one lane of barracks in LGD's base. But if they do win a team fight there afterwards, there's no buybacks left on either team, I do think. Only Pugna. Seb still has his.
It's getting nervous.
They're trying to go through. There is a glyph.
Thompson and Jirax. It sounds like a brand of victory. They'll come in through the mid, taking the tier 3 tower.
They might be able to get the whole thing.
Tier 4s now. LGD. My, how the tables are turned. OG are going for the tier 4s. Charles is there. Defend. Bay will be up in just a second. The fortification. It buys time. The Hex is there from Chalice. But now here comes Anna. He's on the front lines. Jirax leaping forward. All he has to do is create space for OG to do it. To get to the grand final of TIA. Tip him up. Tip him over. The lead comes forward. They've got the control. X-Nova, he'll go down. This is the game. LGD have nothing left. OG have done it. It goes the distance. It goes to 3.